Hey students, this is going to be a cool series that we are starting up, and it's going to be catching up with our former interns. So, intern we got tonight is Sarah Nix.
Hi.
Yes. Sarah interned for us last fall. We really enjoyed having her. Uh, a few things I love about Sarah that I'm going to list off. Number one, always down for an adventure. She always wants to hang out, wants to have fun, wants to meet new people. Number two, great taste in music. Very good at jamming and having a good dance sesh. Number three, works really hard and is very good when you ask her to do something. Not only will she do it, but then she'll make sure there's anything that she needs to do. So she's, hey, was this good? Or hey Ben, I cleaned up and I like anything more you want me to do. She always has a servant's heart. So those are like my four favorite things about Sarah. So what we're going to start off with, we're actually just going to go through some questions with all these interns. So hopefully y'all enjoy this. And really, it's just been good catching up with everybody. But obviously we're in quarantine, so I wanted to ask Sarah, what is your favorite thing about quarantine, and what is your least favorite thing about quarantine?
Um, okay. My favorite thing, I love just being able to binge watch Netflix or that's kind of like my guilty pleasure anyway. So getting to just kind of chill out, that's like my favorite part of quarantine, and just getting to drink coffee at 10 p.m. and watch a movie. That's my favorite part. My least favorite part, yeah, I'm in nursing school. It doesn't count. And then my least favorite part is probably my terrible sleep schedule that I've been on lately. Hence the coffee at 10 p.m. I just have a sleep schedule of 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. So I really don't like that, but it is what it is. So that's probably my favorite and least favorite thing is about quarantine.
I think that's just college though, and you and I are probably terrible examples for these students. But that was what I did. I went to bed at 3 and I woke up at noon for 3-4 years. It was fun.
Yeah, that's about it.
That was great. Well, you've mentioned a little bit of nursing school, so we want to tell the students kind of what you've been up to, what is God doing in your life during this season right now.
Yeah, so I'm in nursing school. I'm sorry, my dog just walked in. I'm in nursing school full time, so I'm really busy with just school stuff. That's kind of my life. But definitely trying to find a balance still of and I'm sure as high school students, y'all also would benefit. Finding the balance of just friends and school and church and all the things. So it's still definitely a struggle right now. I'm still learning a lot about how to balance all of that. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Just a lot of school and yeah, a lot of school.
A lot of school. That's a good season to be in. I know a lot of these students can relate to just a lot of school and online learning, and just working hard with that and having zero time to do things.
Yeah, lots of online learning, which has been
I've been
interesting. So
I've been asking students. I'm like, hey, okay, well, how's school different? And a lot of our homeschoolers are like, nothing has changed, Ben. We're still doing the exam.
me and me in
And I'm
high
like,
school,
okay,
nothing changed.
I be. But yeah, so and if y'all don't know, Sarah grew up in the church. She was with us at Tomball Bible for a really long time. So we wanted to ask her what was her favorite memory of Tomball Bible student ministry.
Ooh, yeah, there's a lot of things that I loved from high school. I think Reverb was always a big one. The trip to Uganda was super cool and just a really cool time. And I kind of can't believe that actually happened. Or Honduras was also a huge a highlight. I remember I went for 3 years, so I just loved Honduras and still keep up with some of the kids from Peque, or what's the school's name again?
Ready? Ready, Spanish
right.
speakers? Are we ready? Destino del Reino.
Destino del Reino. Yeah, I still keep up with like some of Rhonda's kids from Destino and some people who weren't her kids that are we keep up on Instagram and different stuff like that. So I think Honduras, like mission trips in general, Reverb. Yeah, I was just thinking about swim and study the other day. I can't remember why. I think I was telling somebody about like this goldfish game we used to play where it was like you caught the live goldfish in your mouth. So
Oh
that's a good
gosh, we
memory.
need to bring that.
There's lots of like really fun. Bring it back. Yeah. So anyway.
Oh man. So you had Honduras. Destino del Reino is Spanish for Destiny in the Kingdom. And going to see Rhonda. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely when we think of student ministry, we kind of think of the summer, and we'll see how the summer. We have no idea what summer 2020 looks like. But yeah, and then what is just during this season? So you're not with us every single week and every single Sunday like we want you to be, like we had you in the past. But just for you, like, what have you been learning, and what has God been teaching you, just in this season of life?
So like I said, really busy with school. Nursing school kind of owns my life. Something I think I've really been learning is how much of a difference time with the Lord makes in my daily life. So I'm really busy. And I'm sure a lot of like you students can relate is like you're busy with homework and extracurriculars and you have to be at school for a certain amount of time every day. And, so you have all these things going on. And I just find that when I actually take time to slow down and like spend time in the Word or, listen to some worship music and journal or prayer journal, it just makes a really big difference in like just the way that I feel as a general. So like I've just been learning how important it is to actually find time to set aside to spend time with the Lord, even if it's 10 minutes in between, like today, I think I sat down, I had an exam today. So I sat down maybe for 15 minutes, like before my exam, like somewhere in between when I was taking a study break. And I was like, okay, I'm going to like spend some time. I popped in my headphones, listened to worship music, read a chapter of the Bible, journaled a little. And I was like, okay, like my mind's right. And like, just felt so much more calm after that and felt like I just like taking a breath and taking a breather and like it's just like a refreshing time. So I think that's probably the biggest thing that I've learned in nursing school more so than ever, that it just makes such a big difference to your mentality for the day if you really do prioritize that time with the Lord. So
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's an encouragement for me, and a reminder of that, and also just our student ministries. We're trying to, on Instagram, if you've seen us, guys, we're trying to read the Bible every single day. And you saw Sarah on the video a couple days ago. She didn't laugh at all while she was reading scripture. It was perfect. That would be my fifth. That's my fifth thing that I love about Sarah is that she laughs at everything and always keeps me grounded and always smiling. But yeah, and then just for us, be thinking we might have covered a little bit of it, but just any prayer requests that you have for the season that we as a ministry can be praying for you for.
Yeah, just like I would say like what I'm learning and what I need prayer for are kind of the same thing. Just that I would make that a priority. And also just in a time in quarantine, it is kind of weird because we're not at church on Sundays. So you sometimes you want to sleep in, you don't really want to like wake up for all that. So just for like I guess just for motivation to like be still interacting with the Lord and like still be intentional to wake up on Sunday mornings, because I struggle a lot with that because bad sleep schedule. Or, like I said, like spend time in the Word. That's not something that I'm always the best at. So just like something that I can still like use prayer for and encouragement in
Yeah.
is just like remembering that is something to do and something to be intentional with.
Absolutely. We can definitely be praying for that. I know a lot of our prime leaders will be excited to pray for you, and especially just you girls. And another thing was Sarah was one of our Connect leaders. Was my first year when I came here. So it was 2016, 2017. So the junior girls had Sarah as a Connect leader. Before we go, Sarah has to go through the thing that we all have to go through on this amazing Zoom call. And it starts like this.
7 things I hate about you.
I wanted Evan just to do like this to cut it and it just be 7 things. But apparently he's busy like reading the Bible and like being a pastor and stuff. So
Whatever.
I just had to play that on the Spotify. Anyway, okay, these are 7 questions that we're gonna ask every single intern, and we'll see what they say. Are you ready, Sarah?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, ready? Your favorite meal. What would be Sarah Nix's favorite meal?
Like a whole meal or just like
Whole meal.
like the whole thing?
Whole thing.
Okay. All right. Here we go. I love some steak, medium rare. Okay, people. Don't be doing it well done. I love macaroni and cheese. I don't really know if that goes with steak, but like I'd throw it in there. Probably like some sort of veggie because gotta get that in.
Yeah.
And if I was feeling extra carby that day, I would have some mashed potatoes.
That is good. Would you have any dessert with this, or are we just going
Oh
steak
no,
and
no,
potatoes?
there's always room for dessert. I love. Ooh, what would I? It depends on the day. I love anything. Oh, have you ever had the like chocolate melting lava cake?
At P.F. Chang's?
Good. Yeah, I think so. I don't remember where I had it last.
I'm not that big of a chocolate guy, but
Okay, what about a Pizookie?
Zuki, what's that?
It's where they put the cookie in the pan. Yeah. At
Oh,
BJ.
a cookie cake.
It's like no, it's a cookie in a pan with a scoop of ice cream.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's like hot. Oh, it's so good. Yeah.
So good. So good. Okay. Question number 2, desert island album. So you're on a desert. You can only have one album, or we'll for you, we could just do one artist. Maybe you can only listen to one artist. Who would you go with?
Ooh, that's so hard. Something
I guessed what you were going to say. So let's see if I get it right.
I feel like one artist on a desert island. I'd probably go Beyonce. Who'd you think? One Direction?
I was gonna go Up All Night, One Direction would be my guess.
Ah, that would be so good. I think it's because I listened to so much One Direction already that I already know all of them. So
Need some newness in
probably
there.
everyone in massive directioner.
Not One Direction, massive direction. All right, question number 3, movie that you never get tired of, so that you've watched 100 times, you can still watch.
Oh, I don't know about a movie, but like I love Gossip Girl. I don't know about I don't know if I have a movie I never get tired of, but I could watch. I mean, I don't know if I'm like allowed to say that, but I do like some Gossip Girl.
I'm really glad that you spent so much time with me. We've literally traveled the world together. I've taken you to Africa. You've worked for me. And the biggest thing that I've instilled in you is a love for a TV 14 drama on the CW. So there's my legacy.
I love it.
Okay, natural talent you wish you had.
Ooh, I wish I was good at rock climbing, and that's the truth. I think that would be so cool to just like be able to like go to wherever and rock climb, like outdoors.
There you
I
go.
think that would be just a cool talent.
I haven't rock climbed in a hot minute.
I know. I wanted to like start picking it up over quarantine because I didn't know how bad it was gonna be. So then I was like, oh, maybe I could like start a rock, and then it was like everything's shut down.
I feel like rock climbing would be a lot of germs, but
yeah, exactly. A lot of like people touching the same things.
Yeah. Okay. No. Question number 5. Something you want to improve in next year.
Next year.
Besides like learning how to be a nurse.
2021.
2021. Yeah.
Okay. Geez. I don't even know. I don't know if I have a good answer for that because my life's gonna be like I'm gonna be like graduating. So
crazy to think about.
I know. So I don't even know what I'll want to be. I guess maybe just like be better at learning. Like I'll just have to relearn what I like to do again. So maybe just like be better at like
finding hobbies.
Finding a hobby. Yes, that's something I would like to do once I graduate.
Okay, perfect. And then we got our last 2 questions that everybody has to answer. Number 6, your favorite Old Testament hero.
Moses, easy.
Boom. Easy. Moses. Why, do you have any particular reason for Moses? Or just
I just really
really
liked him. I
attractive and
think.
Prince of Egypt, and that's why you watch him?
Oh my gosh, no. I don't know why. I've always loved Moses. It's always been my favorite like Bible character. I mean, other than Jesus, but Moses has always been like my favorite Bible character as a general. Just like I don't know. I think he's like a really cool. I don't know. I don't know if I have a good answer for why. I've just always liked like
Oh,
reading Exodus and like learning about
perfect.
Moses.
Yes, we went through Exodus last year. All right, and then number 7, you can read it. Is your favorite verse, your favorite Bible verse that you always love to go to?
Yes. Okay. So my favorite Bible verse, I'll just read it. It's Isaiah 43, and it's like the latter half of 1 through 4, I believe.
Hmm.
So it just goes, "Fear not, for I've redeemed you. I've called you by name. You are mine. When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned, and the flame shall not consume you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I give Egypt as your ransom, Cush and Seba in exchange for you, because you are my precious in my eyes and honored, and I love you. I give men in return for you, and peoples in exchange for your life."
Boom. There you go. That's how we end this discussion. Sarah is awesome, guys. We'll be praying for her. We miss her, but we know that she is doing great things for the kingdom and learning more about Jesus, and also learning how to be a nurse so she can apply that to tell others about the gospel. And so we long for the day where we get to see her, and especially when it's in actual person and not just on the screen, when she's singing on Sunday mornings or when she's on this. So we can't wait to have her on a normal Sunday when it's just us eating donuts, drinking coffee, having a good time. Sarah Nix, you are the best. Students, love you guys. We will see you at our next episode of Catching Up with the Interns. Deuces.
Bye.